I feel like this entire video has been out of focus, and it's really gonna frustrate me when I find that out properly. I've been recording for 30 minutes. We meet again, people of the world. Now, what is going on, everybody? My name is Dean, and we hit 45,000 YouTube subscribers last week, which means that I'll be doing a questions and answers video, as I kind of have been doing the last few milestones, because it's always good to just catch up on things, you know? Anyway, there's about 100 plus questions that I'm gonna try and get through, but if there is anything I don't answer, chances are I have answered it in the past. I'll try not to do too many of those again. So, without further ado, let's get stuck in. So I asked you guys on Instagram and YouTube anything you wanted to know, and we're going to go through a few of those. We'll start with Instagram. We've got Jim, who says, out of the 2017 or 2019 Grand Final, which one do you rate better and why? I think for me it was 2017, just because, you know, it was the first time we were there. 2019 was a bit more lackluster, I suppose. 2017 was a big surge. I know we kicked 11 in a row in this Grand Final, but we kicked 7 or 8 in a row in 2017 as well, and it was just a big surge of a moment that you're just like, oh my god, this is really happening, Richmond are actually gonna win. So that's why I like 2017 a little bit better. Damo says, what's your next goal as a streamer? Oh yes. I definitely want to stream a heap more, because for me, especially coming straight out of PAX, you meet all these cool streamers that do all these awesome things. You're like, alright, I want to stream more during the day. I want to make sure my YouTube schedule is absolutely spot on, so it gives me more freedom to stream during the day. We've got a long summer ahead, and I reckon I'm gonna absolutely hit the ground running. So I'm very keen to do that, and I'll be streaming tonight, or I'll be staring at a black hole, because I really hope bloody Fortnite comes back. I'll be so annoyed if it's not. Next one is from Ari Davis, who says, what are your plans for the future? I guess I'm gonna keep doing content. I want to expand on doing a bit more. I want to be doing more fitness-based content. I want to be doing more other video game-based content. So there's so much stuff I want to actually do, and I'm just sort of waiting till I get settled a little bit more in what I'm currently doing, and then we can really expand and do some more cool stuff in the future. A lot of people ask me who my favorite Richmond player was. I have a giant Dustin Martin thing right here, but I don't even know if he's my favorite player. I guess when he's super exciting, he is. I like the key forwards, I like the small forwards, I like everyone, I like the defenders, I like the wingers, I don't know. Although for me, I used to love the key forwards in Richo, so Rewald and Lynch, they're definitely right up there as well. And of course the skipper, oh my god, Trent Cotchin. Why couldn't you love that man? Honestly, there's too many to name. Ollie asks, do you like Pokemon? I gotta catch them all. I have played a number of the Pokemon games throughout the years. The one I've sunk the most hours into, I think, was Platinum. I think I spent over 120 hours in that one by itself, which I'm sure is, pretty chill compared to most other people who've played a lot of Pokemon in their days. But I haven't really played too much of it. I saw Sword and Shield at PAX, and they look really cool, so maybe I'll get those for my Switch and get into it on that. This one from Jixakai says, how's life? It's not bad. Lando says, what's your favorite thing about YouTube? I think I realized it this weekend, and it was at PAX. It was just the amount of people, the amount of people who are doing it, who are absolutely awesome people, and the people I get to meet along the way. And I've kind of decided I'm gonna do another meetup again next year, because I realized it's not about me, it's about everyone else. For me, this PAX, I was meeting people who I'd never met before, but I'd been watching for years, and I'm oh my god, super cool to meet these people, hang out with these people. And I was and I understand I have that impact on people as well, which is pretty nuts to think about. So I'm definitely gonna do a meetup next year. And I think, yeah, just meeting cool creators and, fans and people who share common interests is definitely the coolest thing. A lot of people also thought I played cricket ever at some point in my life. I've played indoor cricket twice. I never played actual outdoor cricket, other than primary school, and it was some 2-over weird shenanigan thing. But yeah, I was never any good. I could bowl. I was good at bowling. Couldn't really bat though. Prime Time Junior says, what was the first game you played that you remember? I think there was an arcade game. My uncle had this machine, and it was It was like NBA Jam on like an arcade machine. It was like a couple buttons. Yeah, I reckon that was probably the earliest thing. I reckon I've been playing that since I was like 3. And it was one of those big giant towers. I think he still has it. I'm pretty sure they had it at their house like a couple of weeks ago. It was nuts. And, or maybe a couple months ago. And I went over there and yeah, it was unreal. It was like some NBA, like some old NBA arcade game with a joystick and 2 buttons. That was it. Jack says, have you got any pics from Saturday night? Saturday night at PAX, we did a panel talking about all Australian sports games. It was me, a few people from Press Start, and Ross, the boss from Big Ant. I actually thought it was a really good panel. We've got the audio recording, so I'm going to be posting that on the YouTube channel at some point throughout either this week or next week, and we just got some pictures from there, but we didn't like film it or anything. But you can hear all the audio, so it'll be like a podcast type video release. Tyler says, any different games you will play on YouTube in the future? Yeah, definitely. Like, I'm gonna play so many games. There's so many big releases coming this year. Like, I'm probably gonna play more variety over on my Twitch channel rather than on my YouTube channel, just because it's very settled here as to in terms of the content. But yeah, definitely so many more games I want to play, like you know, Death Stranding, Cyberpunk, WWE 2020 or whatever it is, The Last of Us 2. There's the Avengers game, like the Final Fantasy VII remake. There's so many games I want to get into because it's a good time for games. Jimmy says, are you one of those people who hate, in capital letters, Geelong Cats? Yeah, probably. Lockie says, if you could put a new word in the dictionary, what would it be? And what would its definition be? That's a good one. I feel like I make up a lot of words at any given moment, but I'm not particularly keen on just like giving one specific example. I looked up indubitably before to find out if it was actually a word, and it is. It just means like undoubtedly. But I would just be like, indubitably. Yes, indubitably. Yes. Of course, yes. There's also like a ton of awesome messages of people saying love your work. So thank you everyone who did that. Love you all too. Man, I'm not even through Instagram and there's a million YouTube comments to go through. Kieran says, if you could go anywhere in the world you haven't been to before, where would you go? I would love to go to the UK one day. Love to go to England. I think that'd be absolutely awesome to go over there. Because I feel like it would probably be very similar to Melbourne. Canada was the place I wanted to go before, and I went there a couple of years ago, so that was really exciting. But yeah. This one's from Han Zolos. This one says, will you ever do another 24-hour stream? Oh god. That seems like the most terrifying thing that someone has asked in this thing. Possibly. If I do a big subathon and it ends up turning into like 24 hours on Twitch, that'll probably be the way we get it happening again. This one is from Douglas, who says, what is your favorite sporting memory? Something you have accomplished? Oh, there's a few. I mean, we played indoor soccer once, and we played 2 games in one night. We won them both by a goal, and like we were absolutely drained by the end of the first game. So then we had to come out like, I don't know, 5 minutes later and back it up with game number 2. And we were like all like, I was definitely cramping in the second game. You know, we just stuck it out and we won both games by a goal. It was absolutely epic. Tennis, like I've played a number of tennis comps over the year. We've won a number of times, but the one I've got up there was probably the best one because I had to really perform well the whole season. We came up against really good opponents. I think I was the number 2 ranked player in the comp, which really annoyed me because I lost to the guy who finished number 1, and I think I lost to him because of the doubles scores. I'd beaten him in like singles, but because he'd won more like doubles sets than I had, he ended up being the best player for the tournament. So I was really annoyed because I only lost singles once all season and it was to him. But I beat him the other time I played him. So yeah, we played 3 times. I beat him twice out of the 3 times, including in the finals. So I was really annoyed that I wasn't the best player. But we won the championship though, so that was the big win. That was my favorite one. Oz, or Janda, or whatever you want to be called, says, favorite Richmond Finals moment. I think both of Cochin's goals, like the first one in 2017 against the Cats was pretty epic, and then in the grand final this year, I think was pretty epic. And like Marlon Pickett's goal was just awesome too. Those are probably the ones for me this year. Alright, that's Instagram done. There's about 100 on YouTube that I'm going to try and have a look at. This one's from Matthew. He says, hey Dino, what is your biggest fear for the Tigers next year? Alex Rance doing his ACL again. I'm going to try to not do too many similar questions. This one from Vidit. He says, when will we see Dean Millay back in action in Cricket 19? Is it after the retirement of Andy Owen? It's probably not too far away. This one from the Carlton Ultimate says, hey Dano, when Evo 2 comes out, you're going to play as the Giants or Richmond? Obviously, we did say that we were going to do a GWS career mode. We're going to have to think about that, whether or not we do that again next year, or what changes. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. This one's from Michael, and it says, would you rather be a sandwich or be a hot dog? I actually have no idea. Well, I've not seen the movie Sausage Party, but I feel like it would be really weird to be a hot dog. So I'm gonna go with the sandwich, because the sandwich has so much more variety you can do with it. You can put a hot dog in a sandwich. You can put whatever you want in a sandwich. You can make fairy bread out of a sandwich. Like, epic. There are some weird questions here. What is your favorite brand of potato? I don't even know. I don't even know how to answer that question. This one's from Weaver. He says, what are we seeing when we go to London? I don't know. When are we going to London? When are we going to London? I don't know. Maybe we'll go to the next Ashes. This one says, is your real name Dean or is it not? It's actually my middle name. Nobody knows what my real name. No, I'm kidding, it is. Or is it? This one's from Salad Gun. It says, what made you like cricket? I don't know. It was just one of those sports I could just chill during the summer and watch a lot of. You know what I mean? I could just absolutely sit on the couch for hours on end and not have to give a damn about anything that was going on. And you don't need to watch, especially with Test cricket, it's just there. If you miss something, it's going to be replayed 5 times, so you don't need to worry about it too much. It's pretty chill. This one's from Ella, says, what is your sub goal? We want to get to 50 by the end of the year, 50,000 by the end of the year, 100,000 by the end of next year. The last one I'm going to answer is from Joe. He says, kangaroo or a goldfish? I'd rather be a kangaroo. I don't know, well, I don't even know what the question is. Is it, would I want a kangaroo or a goldfish? Or would I want to be a kangaroo or a goldfish? I mean, a kangaroo every time, right? You can just running at them. Anyway, that was a strange video. I really hope it's not out of focus, because if it is, I'm going to be looking right at you idiot. You idiot. And I'm talking to myself in this respect. Why did I put this whole video out of focus? You know why? Stupidity at its finest. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Make sure you leave a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. We'll do another one at 50k. Hopefully we get there in the next, how many weeks left of the year? 10. In the next 10 weeks, we get those next 5,000 subs. So let's get this bread, everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you guys later. A goodbye.